Hello students, and welcome to the e-learning program initiated by Shri Gyan Manjari Vidyapit for the students of Standard 9, in which we are learning the subject of English. Students, this is the third lecture where we are learning the topic of negative to affirmative, that is the second topic in transformation of sentences. The first topic that we learned was affirmative to negative. In the previous lecture we started with the second topic, negative to affirmative. Let us take a quick recap along with the examples that we learned for negative to affirmative. And please check, students, whatever you have written in this second topic. Negative to affirmative, what do we mean by negative sentence? Sentences which have negative words, which contain negative words, they are called negative sentences. Two negatives, they make a positive. Important thing to remember over here. Two negatives, they make a positive. So what we need to do in a sentence which has two negatives, negatives means there should be two negative words like no, not, nor, never, neither. So if two negative words are present, then the overall effect of that sentence is positive. We just need to remove the two negatives and see that the grammar of the sentence is correct, and we can get an answer by just removing the two negatives. Now, sentences having negative words are called negative sentences. Two negatives make a positive. Sometimes we are at loss of words. We do not know what we should be writing over here. So at those places where turning a negative sentence into an affirmative one, we face some hardship. At that time, some words, special words which we can use like refrain, abstain, avoid, etc. are used while making affirmative. Now let us quickly see the examples that we saw for negative to affirmative. The first sentence that we learned was I am not weak, where not is to be removed first. In order to make a negative sentence affirmative, first thing we have to do is to remove the negation. So I am not weak, if I remove the negation, that will be I am weak, which is opposite the meaning of the sentence. So I am not weak. Not weak means strong. So I am strong is the answer, where we removed not and we substituted weak with the antonym of weak, which is strong. Next sentence we saw is he is not without courage. Is not without, that means having. So he is having courage. So according to the tense that is used over here, is present tense, so he has courage. Because if we try to use the same thing, then he is having courage, yes, so he has courage. He is not having a pencil, that means is not having without. He is without a pencil, that means he is not having a pencil. He is without a pencil. Is not having, that means without. But if that same is applicable to a bookstore, then is not having, here it does not mean without. We cannot say the bookstore is without pencil. Yes, maybe the stock got over and the fresh stock has not arrived, so pencils are right now not available at the bookstore, right? So we have to say the bookstore is out of pencil, that means stock is completed, right? Or stock is over. So these are the few examples that we saw. We just started negative to affirmative and the lecture got over. So we go ahead with today's lecture. So next example, that from here on you have to write in your fair book. So from this example onwards, for negative to affirmative, you will have to write it in your fab. Riding with no helmet on is a crime. If you are riding a motorcycle, then you have to wear a helmet. That is the meaning. If you are not wearing a helmet, then that's a punishable crime and you have to pay a fine. Everybody knows that. Now what we have to do is we have to remove the negation. No. Riding without helmet. Yes. Helmet on, that means wearing. So if you are not wearing, that means if you are riding without a helmet, that is a punishable crime. So riding without helmet is a crime. Here we do not have to specify on, right? So if you are having a helmet and that is tucked up or locked up somewhere on your bicycle or motorcycle, and you are riding the bike without the helmet, so we are not going into details, but riding without helmet, with no helmet on, means without helmet you should be wearing it, right? So we removed no. With no helmet, that means without. With no, without. Helmet is a crime. He is not willing to come. So first thing we have to do is we have to remove not. Then the sentence will be he is willing to come. Now here it says he is not willing. So we will make the antonym of willing by using the prefix un. So he is unwilling to come. That makes the affirmative of the negative sentence. He is not willing to come. If we see, it is absolutely correct. He is unwilling to come. Students, I hope you are writing along with. I am giving ample amount of time, sufficient time, so that you can write whatever examples are explained to you on the board, and you can make a fair book which will be of very much use in the future when you want to refer back or you want to learn again the topics, revise the topics again. At that time, that fair book of yours is going to be quite a good help, right? So we come to the next sentence. I am not blind. Right now I am blind. I can't see what you are doing, right? So right now I am blind, but the sentence is I am not blind. Yes, so I remove not. It makes the sentence opposite. I am blind. Yes, now blind is not a word that you can make an opposite. Yes, by adding prefixes, I can say I am unblind, I am disblind, I am misblind. You can't do that, right? So opposite of blind means a person who can see. So very simple. I am not blind, that means I can see. Time and again, students, we have talked about common sense. Yes, your common sense now starts coming to use with the starting of transformation of sentences. At many places, you have to think not extraordinarily, but you have to think with your common sense. Yes, I am not blind. Yes, you don't try to take out the antonym of blind. You just have to simply use your common sense. I am not blind, that means I can see, right? So I am not blind, I can see. You lose your common sense, then you keep on thinking for 10 minutes, you are not going to get the answer until it doesn't click that it is just a very simple question with a very simple answer, right? He does not allow himself to work hard. Yes, a sentence befitting you people. Yes, you do not. You can. You have the capability. You have the ability. You have the knowledge. But you do not allow yourself to work too hard. Right? You want to save energy. For what purpose? don't know. He does not allow himself to work hard. Now, let us see. This is negation, not. But along with that negation, does also go. Yes, does not allow, unallow. Yes, does not allow, unallow. Yes, unallow is no word, right? Unallow, misallow, disallow. Yes, disallow applicable somewhere, but not everywhere. Yes, here he is himself not volunteering to work hard. That is the meaning. If we say he does not allow himself to work hard, that means he is holding himself back. Holding himself back is the word called refrain. In the starting, we learned that from while doing the or converting the negative into positive. Yes, when we are doing the transformation, some special words are used. Yes, we have to find the underlying meaning of the sentence that we are given over there, right? He does not allow himself. That means he is holding back. He can do it, but he is holding himself back. He is refraining himself from working hard. Now, problem with these some of the words is these words, they take up prepositions of their own. Yes, they do not allow indulgence of just any of the prepositions. Yes, for example, come is a verb, right? Here refrain is a verb. Refrain is a verb. Then some verbs take up only particular preposition. For example, if I use the verb come, come can work with n number of prepositions. You say can come up, come down, come sideways, come right, left, come in, n number of prepositions. Yes, still many more. Yes, come within, come inwards. So some verbs, they can be used with any prepositions, but some verbs, they have limitations. They take verbs, these verbs, they take prepositions of their own only. Yes, so refrain with, no, refrain from. As I said, he is holding himself back from working hard. That is me. Yes, so he refrains himself from working hard. He is holding himself back from what? From working hard. So this verb will take this particular preposition only, right? So we have to see that we use the correct preposition when we are using this, some of the words that give us the overall meaning and also allows us not to change the meaning of the sentence. Yes, this is not a special use of some special word. Yes, it is just telling you in one word what the negative wants to tell you. Does not allow himself, that means he is holding back himself. He has the capacity to do it, but then he is holding himself back. That holding himself back has one word called refrain. Let us do another word. Very good. The police did not allow him to go. Please try to do it in your way. Whatever. Yes, because what you have to do is did not, you have to remove this because not jayega, saath mein did jayega hi jayega. Allow is a verb. Right? So what will you do? Practice work also goes along with in the grammar, just as you do your mathematics, same way over here also. Yes, now we cannot say the police disallowed him to go. Yes, Gujlish nahi banana hai, right? Try to think of it in English. How are you going to write the answer for this? The police did not allow him to go. Yes, again I say we have to use your common sense. Yes, you are just 15 years, 16 years. Yes, I hope 90% of you do not have a driving license, but I see most of you on two-wheelers, and suppose you are going on two-wheelers, the police sees you. What does the police do? The police does this. What does the police do? The police stopped him. Yes? जस्ट इतना ही करते हैं और आप अपना व्हीकल साइड में लेके खड़े हो जाते हैं. That means the police is not allowing you to go. The police stopped you. Yes, so most of the times in such type of transformation, common sense comes to more use rather than just sticking to the rules and regulations. Sticking to the rules and regulations is going to give you answer, but sometimes it doesn't give you answer, right? So at that time, the only thing that comes to your mind is common sense. So police did not allow. Did not allow means stopped him. Yes, that is the work of the police. That is the work of the police. But instead of police, if I write as teacher, then the meaning changes. This is called permission. Yes, instead of teacher, I say father. That is restriction. So this is common sense. Yes, you see the authority which is doing it. What are we basically looking at is which authority is not allowing you to go. Yes, we had lockdown. Yes, then also you were roaming around in your streets and gully, but you didn't come on the main road because police is patrolling. Police does not allow you to go. That means police stops you from going outside, right? So it depends upon the authority also, right? The police did not allow him to go. The police stopped him. Next, we have done this already, so it will be quite easy for you to do. Please, if you have a rough book, you can sketch a line over there giving your answer and then check if you have written it correctly. If you are directly writing in the fair book, yes, don't wait for the answer to come up. You can also keep a fair book or a rough page with you so that you can work out your answer yourself, and then you can have a check back whether what you have attempted is correct or not. James did not appear in the exam. I had a student once who gave a very superb answer for this. James disappeared from the exam. Sir, appear ka disappear hota. He is absolutely correct, and I do not have any logic to say he is wrong. देखा जाए तो उसका आंसर सही है, but James did not appear in the exam doesn't make James disappear from the exam. You will get a cross over there. I am more worried about that cross where you are losing 1 mark, right? So don't make absurd answers. See what the question is asking. He did not appear means he disappeared from the exam. I agree with that. But now if you write that answer, you won't get any marks, right? So let's see what the answer is. Very simple. Did not appear means failed to appear. Yes, did not appear means he failed to appear. Yes, if he appeared, we cannot say he passed to appeared. He just appeared, that's enough, right? But if he did not appear, that means he failed to appear in the. Now, what did we do? Did not का हमने failed कर दिया. Did not का हमने fail कर दिया. Yes, and because we have used a verb over here, that is why this verb over here gets changed to infinitive. तो ये noun हो गया. Understand? When I say we have to make some changes in the grammar part, when I say we need to make the grammar of the sentence correct, this is the meaning. Yes, did not appear, he failed, but then appear is a verb. Now what will you do over here? Failed appear? No, failed to appear, right? So to appear, actually the failed to goes with failed, right? Failed to, because appear remains the same. Appear remains the same. That way also you can do it, and this way also. Yeah, you take whole of this together. We cannot take this. That is why we have to take it separately. Did not That means failed to. Up here, if you want, you can keep it as it is. It remains still the noun. That became a to infinitive, which works as a noun, right? So in any way, we have to make the grammar of the sentence correct. Yes? I cannot complete the work alone is the next sentence. Yes? Please try to do it. I cannot complete the work alone. So we understand that we have to remove cannot first. But more important is the word alone. Alone, am I not able to do? I need help. If I need a help, I need someone's help. Yes, and that is basically the answer. I need somebody's help or someone's help to complete the work, because here cannot is negation. We have to remove that, but more important is alone. Even if you try to, I cannot complete the work, then it has a totally different meaning, and the sentence is also quite different. Suppose I give the sentence, I cannot complete the work, then the answer will be, I am unable to complete the work. Yes? If I don't write alone, if suppose the alone word was not given, then I cannot complete the work, answer will be, I am unable to complete the work, full stop. एक word आ गया alone, that changes the complete meaning of the sentence. That means I need someone else's help to complete the work, because if I say I am unable to complete the work alone, we can do it. Yes, I don't say you cannot do it. Yes, I cannot complete the work alone. I am unable to complete the work alone. That is also an answer, which I do not say is wrong. I do not say that the answer is wrong. But more appropriate would be, if it is alone, that means I cannot do it alone, I need someone's help. So that is exactly what comes to mind, and that is what we are writing. I need someone else's help to complete the work. If you have written, I am unable to complete the work alone, this is also true, this is also true. Yes, there we can make it. Yes, in transformation of sentences, there is possibility that you can have more than one answer, right? Till you keep your grammar correct and you keep the meaning of the sentence intact. It should be as it is. Meaning should not change. Here also the meaning does not change. Yes, there is no use of negative word over here. आपने cannot का unable कर दिया. I cannot, I do not have the ability, right? I am unable to complete the work alone. That is also true, but more appropriate is I need, because alone is there. So in this sentence, if I say that I have removed alone, I have removed that word completely, because I need someone else's help to complete the work. I don't say that I will not complete the work. I am saying I am not able to do it alone. I need someone's help. So both the answers are true. For me, the second answer is more appropriate than the first one. Yes, for first one also you'll get the marks because you have done it correctly. But then more appropriate is the second one. For few people, do not overeat. Overeat means keep on stuffing yourself whole of the day. Yes, as you are at home, all of you have gained weight by overeating, right? So do not overeat. We have to remove negation, make this an affirmative sentence. Answer is abstain from. Abstain means to keep away. Abstain means to keep away yourself from, or to keep on holding yourself from overeating. Yes, abstain. Just keep away or stay away, right? So stay away from overeating. Abstain from. As we had in refrain, this verb also takes a preposition. Yes, abstain is a verb. You is the subject over here. You do not overeat, same way you abstain from overeating. You is the subject. Abstain is a verb over here. Yes, so abstain again will take the preposition from. Yes, and that is fixed. Yes, according to circumstances, situation, how you use it, that abstain. Next, do not touch. Here abstain is not going to work. Here you will have to use another word, very short. Do not touch, avoid touching. Avoid doesn't need any prepositions, right? So avoid touching. Do not touch, avoid touching. Yes, many places the glass is kept clean, partition is kept clean, then also people put their palm on it, yes, for support or something. So there it might be written, do not touch the glass. So avoid touching the glass. He was not arrested. Yes, again this work is done by the police only and only. Yes, no teachers, no parents have the authority to arrest you. Yes, whereas you have the ability to get arrested anywhere, right? So he was not arrested, so the police did not arrest him. Yes, that is the meaning. Yes, another way of writing is he was allowed to go. He was not arrested. Arrested, confined or restricted, not allowed to go. Here, allowed to go. So he was not kept in the custody by the police. He was allowed to go. Yes, he was not arrested by the police. So again, common sense comes to use. Arrested का कोई opposite नहीं होता. Unarrested, misarrested, disarrested. Yes, unarrested. No, nothing like that. Yes, non-arrested. So जहाँ पे नहीं हो सकता, opposite, right? Why do we say do not touch? Untouch. Do not overeat. Unovereat, overeat already eating se ज़्यादा है. So where we get stuck, how to make an affirmative, and that too in a short and sweet way, then we have some special words that allow us to make negative into positive sentence by using the words like abstain, avoid. Somewhere common sense is used because he was not arrested. Now not arrested to hey, to unarrested thodi hoga, right? So here also we are at a loss what we should do over here. So common sense, if he is not arrested, that means he is allowed to go home. Yes, घर जाओ खाओ पियो और सो जाओ. So he was allowed to go that way. The wound was not deep. I hope you are sincerely writing everything that is on the board. Very helpful for you. So please note it down in your fair books, rough books, wherever you are noting it. The wound was not too deep. We get a cut sometimes. Yes, most of the year, 4 months you were there at home. So you must have tried your hand at cooking, right? And mother would have allowed. Yes, such a good time for her. So you might have taken the tomato in the hand, taken the knife in the other, and fetch, right? So tomato to cut gaya, niche hath tha wo bhi thoda sa. So the wound, the cut, that is what I want to say, the cut that you got, it was not too deep. Yes, that means it was just on the upper layer, right? Now we won't waste much time asking you to try to do the answer, try to make out the answer. Yes, we'll do very quickly, because the wound was not too deep is superficial. Superficial means that is on the skin only. Yes, it didn't go too deep, cutting down the muscles and all that. Yes, it was just on the upper layer, right? So blood would ooze out, but then it's not that much, right? The hurt is not that much. So the wound, the special word for that is superficial, on the top. What is superficial? On the top only. Yes. So not too deep is superficial. So without doing much thing, with the help of these words, yes, these words allow us to make negative to affirmative by using these words called abstain, avoid, superficial. That is for certain situations only. But then with the use of these words, we can make, in very short and sweet method, we can make a negative to positive. Julie has not completed the entire assignment. Please note down the sentence. Try to do it on your own. Answer is not too difficult. Yes. Don't try to make it more complicated. Try to use common sense. What does the sentence means to say? What does it mean to say? He has not, she. Julie has not completed the entire assignment. Here, entire assignment is not complete. A little bit is complete, and that means partial. So, Julie has not completed the entire assignment. Julie has partially completed the assignment. Let's be positive. Yes, not only affirmative. Affirmative also means positive. So let's be positive. We are not thinking about the part that is not done. Let us take into consideration, yes, the part that has been completed by Julie. So Julie has, why say negative? When we are removing negative, negation, let's be more positive, right? So Julie has partially completed the assignment. She has completed, but partially. The partially kiska hua? Not entire assignment is complete. Partially complete. Yes, part of it is complete. So this is yet another way in which we can make the affirmative from negative. Yes, because completed hai. The completed ka you cannot say Julie has not been able to complete the entire assignment, right? Unable, Julie was unable to. Yes, you change lots of grammar. Has ka was kar diya, right? So lots of grammar also changes along with. Yes, sometimes we don't understand the grammar that we are changing. Yes, so aapne pura tense change kar diya. If we properly remember the tenses that we have been learning right from the starting of the 9th standard. Yes, so was is past tense, what is has, right? So just do little transformation that is needed to change it from negative to affirmative and keep the grammar intact. Don't try to change the grammar too much, because then there is a probability that the answer may become wrong. So Julie has not completed the entire assignment. Julie has partially completed the assignment. He was never late. That's a very good thing. He was never late. Now what to do about it? He was always late. Never means, never ka kya hoga? Ever, right? But ever is not going to work over here. He was ever, no? So never, always. Never ka ever hota hai, right? What is the opposite of never? Antonym of never? Ever. But not at all places. He was never late. He was always. Never late means on time. Never late means on time. So he was always, what is on time? Punctual. Right? So he was always punctual. Please write down, note down the sentences, the answers to it. Next one is, I shall not forget you. Yes, half of us, we are not even met face to face, so then also I will not forget you. I shall not forget you. What is the meaning of that? I shall not forget you. Not forget means remember. So I shall remember you. Not forgetting is remembering. So opposite of forget is remember. So I shall not, we just removed not, forget ka opposite kar diya, antonym, that is remember. We got the answer without doing much changes. I shall remember you. I shall not, okay, she did not forget me. Same thing. Yes, can taken to over here is about grammar. Yes. Why remembered? Why is the answer remembered me? Did is the past tense of do form. So whenever we are changing, we have to keep the grammar also intact. So she remembers me. If you write that answer, you will get a 0. Did, remembered. That did over here gets converted into the past tense of remember, that is remembered me. She did not forget me, she remembered me. She remembers me, then it's wrong. Remembers me, that means present tense. So see that you do not change the tense or the grammar of the sentence. He does not dislike carrots. Now things are going to be a little bit difficult from here. Yes, you will be getting some confusing questions and a totally baffling answers. Right? So, he did not dislike carrots. We spoke in the starting about two negatives becoming positive. Yes? So, he does not. We have to remove not. Dislike. That is opposite of or antonym of like. So, I'll remove like. What happens is, he does like carrots. That is wrong English. He likes carrots. Does is present tense. So he likes carrots. Right? If you don't write this S, likes में S नहीं लिखोगे तो भी meaning change हो जाएगा. He is like a carrot. Yes, गाजर जैसा है. If I don't write S. So small errors are there. Continuously I keep on getting, even from 10th standard, I keep on getting lots of queries. Sir, mere marks kahan kate? Yahan katte. Yes, because we don't care about the grammar that we have to change, or we have to keep it intact, right? We change grammar and then we don't even, the worst part is you don't even review what you have written. A very grave mistake that everybody does in common. Yes, I'm pointing out to everyone. A grave mistake is you don't even review what you have written. You should always check back. मैंने लिखा है वो सही है, grammar सही है. Then only go ahead. Otherwise, put a cross, make a new answer, write again. Right? So he does not dislike carrot. That means not and this, both are negatives. Two negatives make positive. He likes carrots. Same way, he does not dislike carrots. I added, how are we going to change? Now, that means the question is the same. He does not dislike carrots. He does not dislike carrots at all. At all changes a lot. Yes? Now, the answer cannot be the same. He likes carrots. We have to add something. If I say he likes carrots at all, that is grammatically wrong. So we have to make it grammatically correct. What is that? He does not dislike carrots at all. It means he likes carrots very much. At all changes into very much or a lot. He likes, so there can be variations in that answer, but at all has to change, because you cannot keep it as it is in the answer. Yes, he likes carrots at all. We can understand grammatically it's wrong. Yes, at all will go with not. But at all will not go with positive. Right? So, positive, he likes carrots very much. He likes carrots a lot, can work. He does not cheat to pass the exam. Very good question, and I am allowing you to do the answer. Please try to make the answer. He does not cheat to pass the exam. चीट का अनचीट नहीं हो सकता, मिसचीट नहीं हो सकता, राइट, डिसचीट नहीं हो सकता, इमचीट, इरचीट नहीं हो सकता. सो सी व्हाट यू हैव टू डू. डज नॉट निकलेगा. चीट का ऑपोजिट क्या होगा? हो सकता है? नो, यू आर स्टक ओवर देयर. आंसर इज he attempts the exam honestly. Does not cheat means he is honest. See, again, common sense is going to be used over here, and you have to be very quick, very fast. You cannot spend 15-20 minutes after 5 mark grammar that is going to come, and we cannot ignore those 5 marks, right? So we have to be very quick. Your common sense has to be very sharp. He does not cheat. That means he gives the exam honestly without looking here and there. Yes, that is an ideal situation. Ideal things never happen, right? But, okay, there can be exemptions, exceptions, right? So he attempts the exam honestly. He does not cheat to pass the exam. I just elongated the sentence a lot. Otherwise, I could have written he dishonestly gives the exam, right? But I wanted you to work on it, right? So he does not cheat to pass the exam. He attempts the exam honestly. Yes, honestly is the word used over here for does not cheat. Yes, to pass. So he attempts the exam honestly. A very good sentence. There is no difference in their cost. There is no difference in their cost. No difference, undifference, indifference, indifference, iridescence, difference, misdifference. Yes, nothing is going to work. What is the answer? The cost is the same. There is no difference, that means the cost is the same, right? So everywhere you are going to stuck up. If you are hard at common sense, better sharpen your common sense quickly, right? Their cost is the same. There is no difference in their cost. That means this one is 12 rupees, that one is also 12 rupees, and that one is also 12 rupees, right? The cost is the same. You take a small one, big one, all the same. So the cost is the same. Yes, such a lot of big answer. Question, very short and sweet answer. Cost is the same. The boy cannot eat 20 bananas at a time. We are not having any competition over here. We are not having any competition over here of eating bananas. How many bananas you can eat? We are just having a question over here. This is a negative question, having cannot. A boy cannot eat 20 bananas at a time. Yes, don't think too much. A boy is unable, a boy, any boy, right? So a boy is unable to eat, cannot eat, unable to eat 20 bananas at a time. It means 20 bananas one by one. He cannot eat that much, right? A boy is unable to eat 20 bananas at a time. Yes, there is no danger in traveling by air. I have given the answer also. right? There is no danger in flying by air. That means it is completely safe. No danger means safe. So that is what I'm using. Traveling by air is safe. What we are looking over here is how to give a very short and sweet answer, right? हमारा काम भी हो गया, मार्क्स भी हो गया, ज़्यादा सोचना भी नहीं पड़ा, लिखना भी कम पड़ा, right? So there is no danger in traveling by air. Traveling by air is safe. This paper does not have any question of algebra. This paper does not have any question of algebra. Yes, don't think too hard, but write quickly, right? This paper is without any question of algebra. Or you can use from also, because algebra is a part of the book. So from algebra. This paper is without any question of algebra or without any question from algebra. Both of them are correct. Yes, we are not here questioning the preposition over here, right? That is at the end of the part. What we are at, the paper does not have. So does not have means is without. Simple. It is totally temporary. It is totally temporary. If it is temporary, that means it is not permanent. Yes? This practice work, please look on the top. This is practice work. So you'll have a mix-up. Affirmative to negative, negative to affirmative. It is totally temporary. That means it is not permanent at all. Totally, that we have to change into at all. We have done at all when we used negation. So it is totally temporary. It is not permanent. Not permanent is temporary. This is mixed work, okay? Affirmative to negative and negative to affirmative, vice versa. So this is mixed practice work, okay? We will have questions of both the types. He could not practice due to illness. Could not, unable. So he was unable to practice due to illness. Be quick in writing. There is no problem that I cannot solve. Yes. There is no problem that I cannot solve. Yes. But problem is we have two negatives over here. No and not. If we remove that, answer is quite clear. There is no problem that I cannot solve. There is problem that I can solve. Wrong. I can solve any problem. There is no problem. No problem means any problem. Yes, there is no problem that I cannot solve. That means I can solve any problem. Length of the question is long. Answer is quite short and sweet also. All other things are unimportant. This is affirmative. We have to change it into negative. All other things are unimportant. That means this is important. All other things are not important. Unimportant, not important. So nothing else is important. No other thing, nothing. All other thing, unimportant, no other thing. That means nothing. Nothing else other than this one is important. So this one is important, nothing else is important. So with this we complete our today's lecture. We'll be getting assignments to complete for grammar along with this video. Thank you, students.